Welcome to episode 58 of the Reptile Gumbo podcast.
Hooray!
Hooray! It's our live one-on-one episode. There's people watching us hopefully on YouTube and on Facebook. And hopefully I can see all their comments and talk to them. Whoa, and Katie turned our podcast off for no freaking reason.
I was going to share it on Facebook. I didn't know it was going to open. My bad.
You're still, why are you still listening to us?
Because I can't.
You're here. You don't have to listen to us live while you're here live.
Facebook.
Oh, you don't have ready?
It's right here.
Oh, look, she does.
We're going to talk about you disrespecting me in a minute.
I hate that it says Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook user is.
Yeah, I hate that.
But hi, Facebook user. I'm sure we know you, but don't know who you are. Ooh, that's a loud chair. All right, you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Go.
You didn't prep me. You didn't bring me in.
Oh, Katie, tell everybody about our wonderful sponsors.
Are you looking for a high-quality PVC rack? Look no further than Lone Star Reptile Racks. They offer a variety of sizes for all types of snakes, geckos, rats, and more. You can even order something custom. Shipping is available, or you can plan to pick up at a Herps Reptile Show near you. Visit lsreptileracks.com to reach out to Lone Star Reptile Racks and place your order today.
And you can hear him busily working in the background while clicking his mouse.
Leave him alone. We do apologize for starting late.
That's my normal mic that I use every week that we usually don't have issues with.
I know. I don't know. We'll have to figure out. We had audio issues, everybody. That's why we were a little late getting live because Robert's mic was too good and we could hear everything.
Sweet little Otis.
And we still kind of can. Our own sponsors, our other awesome sponsor, Herps Reptile Shows. Our next Herps Reptile Show is the Temple, Texas Herps Reptile Show on April 3rd and 4th, which we will all be there. Then it is a week later at the Beaumont, Texas Herps Reptile Show, which we will all be there.
Yes, we will.
The Temple Show is Easter, right? So come out Sunday. I'll have eggs for the kids
with candy. I've already filled 100 eggs,
and they're gonna drop through a sand boa tube. So it's a sand boa.
I need to answer a question that was asked over there real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Joshua, no, I am probably not going to be making enclosures anytime soon. I highly recommend Todd over at High Scale Reptiles. In fact, he just launched a new website today. Mine's being built. They'll actually, if you're wanting an enclosure on my website, it's going to take you to his website and vice versa for racks. So the rack business, I'm just too busy. I've tried and talked about it, and I just don't have the time to dedicate to building them right now.
That's pretty cool, though. That you guys are helping each other out.
So cool.
Yeah. It was actually Todd called me, I don't know, last Monday, and asked if I was interested, and obviously I was. He doesn't really like building racks, and I don't particularly like building cages, so it works out really well.
It does. I would say you've been really busy. Anyways, let me get back to before I was rudely interrupted.
Oh, whatever.
Y'all are disrespectful. Then April 17th and 18th, we have Slidell. So
which will be crazy.
Welcome back to Louisiana.
I can't wait.
Oh, I'm ready for Slidell.
Ready for food in Slidell.
What are we going to have in Slidell?
We're going to the marina.
Oh, that's right.
You anywhere you want. I'm going to Phil's.
That's right. You do like Phil's.
Did we eat there last time? I don't remember. Did we get tired of waiting and leave?
No. We ate, and we ate with.
I think the Grants leave.
No, we ate with.
The Grants left like 5 minutes after we got there. They were like, "This line's too loud. I'm out."
We ate with Andy. Not Andy. Andy wasn't at the show. We ate with Casey. We ate with Kim, and we ate with
Kelly.
That was so much fun.
That was a
good
good meal.
I don't remember where we went. I think we got tired of waiting and left as well. I don't.
No, you stayed.
Did we stay?
At one.
We just told you. We all sat at the same table.
That's right. I remember.
Everybody went to the other place, and it was just us and some ball python people.
We didn't have.
Yep.
We didn't have people. Joe with us, but we have. Did we have Joe?
I don't look. Y'all are old. Can I get through what I was doing?
Go. No,
we're disrespecting you, James.
Anyways, and then May 1st and 2nd is the Stafford.
We will explain that momentarily.
The Stafford, Texas show. So those are our next 4 shows. You got Temple, Beaumont, Slidell, and Stafford, Texas. If you're anywhere near there, you should definitely come out. If you've never been to a Herbst Reptile show, you should definitely come to a Herbst Reptile show.
And that break between Slidell and Stafford, that one weekend,
Will be much needed.
we will all be off the radar that weekend.
Robert will be making racks. And
We actually already have plans that weekend. He just doesn't know it yet. It's
Does
going to be awesome.
Does it cost money?
No, it's a birthday party.
For who?
Two little girls we know.
Why do I want to go to
Because
that?
you like
So fun.
How does that?
It's a
He's gonna be
it's a
excited.
neon glow in the dark paint party.
How is that fun for me?
Because you like
Hey,
the
James,
person who's making.
maybe you'll
the
get
cake.
lucky and she'll take you to a baby shower that weekend too.
We need to redefine.
You like the person the person who's
Hey.
making cakes. You like their cake.
I don't care.
If you respect your wife, you'll go.
That's right. You will. Speaking
What a
of
dick.
respecting, let me go ahead and go there. This is gonna be me on a soapbox. So
I thought we don't do soapboxes.
no.
James can't
No,
do so.
shut your mouth.
Disrespectful.
I'm gonna disrespect you. So we have a free podcast. If you don't want to listen to us, turn it off.
Fuck off. I mean, yeah, turn it off. That's what
Just
I meant.
turn it off. Okay. Now, a couple months ago, after New Year's, I made the point, if you wanted to see some changes, let us know. Shoot us a message. Send us an email. Let us know what the changes are. We will gladly take it into consideration. And someone decided to leave an anonymous post.
Well, no, they have the name Joe Boa, which I don't.
No. This was months ago.
Oh, the one where
Would you hush?
I'm disrespecting.
You are disrespecting me. So, James Regoli, stop it.
No, you don't, buddy. I promise.
All right, James.
So
Here you go.
No. So someone anonymously said they needed to ditch the wife because I was bringing the podcast.
Yeah, then our
down.
podcasting. We needed to get rid of Katie.
And the two boys stepped it up. They were very protective of me. It was beautiful. So
I'm
you are beautiful. We got
My God.
I'm going to hurt you. You better blind
Jesus
her.
Christ.
and we can,
Hold on,
we
hold
can hear
on.
everything Rachel's saying, just FYI.
What is she doing? All right, I'm gonna mute Robert for a minute.
Just mute yourself.
All right, we're gonna mute Robert for a minute because apparently
He's
a
having
tornado
really
went
sensitive
on.
microphone tonight.
Whew.
So we got a review, a 1-star review, which first of all brings our rating down. I don't appreciate that.
Do you want me to say what it said?
Second of all, there is no truth to this review whatsoever, and it pisses me off a little bit.
So here's the title of the review. Good podcast. Other than disrespecting his wife, 1 star, and the comment says respect.
So let me just make myself perfectly clear. For 16 years, this man next to me has never once disrespected me because he is a hell of a lot smarter than that. Because I am the epitome of a crazy psycho Southern woman, and you don't want to mess with me. You can agree with that statement.
I mean, Robert and I were both nodding.
And so I am very offended that someone would think I would be with someone that disrespects me. And that is not okay.
Yeah, if anybody's disrespected, it's me.
100%. Let's be real.
No respect.
Poor James.
So, anyways,
All right, I got that off my chest. I'm better now.
yeah.
Moving on.
The moral of the story is if you don't like it, fuck off.
Go buy you a box of Cheerios. They're heart-shaped.
Right, because the last time I checked, there's only one person that pays anything for this podcast, and it's not
Thank
anybody that
you.
listens to it.
So fuck
So,
off.
yeah. Well, and Sean, great.
And Sean.
That's
Oh,
right.
I also wanted. We like mentioned it like a month ago, and I just kept forgetting to bring it back up. We do have a Patreon account. It hasn't been a big deal lately because the original reason for the Patreon account was to be able to buy stuff to give away each month. And the first month, Andy donated the $100. This month, the Grants donated a thermostat, and I think I have someone lined up for next month. And I know that James Bergoli talked about doing 1 month, so we've been kind of good the next few months out. But we do have a Patreon. Any money that gets sent to our Patreon will get saved up for a month where we don't have a sponsor, and we can still give away a prize. But we are giving away a thermostat this month. I'm not giving the number out yet. I'm going to give it out later in the podcast.
I'm giving it out this week.
I had a number picked.
I know.
Disrespectful.
I'll be respectful of you and let you pick your number.
Too bad it's not
That
like
should be a drinking game. How many times do they use the
no,
word
they would be
disrespect?
dead. You would be dead at this point if you started. Oh, so anyways, our so that we got our drama out of the way, and we got
Good,
our
I feel better.
good.
Do not disrespect me.
I saw that last night, and I just was like, I don't know what I did.
I really don't know either. And I mean, I have coworkers that listened to the podcast last weekend who said that it's fabulous and they absolutely love the dynamic that we have. But I'm thinking like, when I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just all that disrespect just kind of blends together.
I don't know. I got nothing. Just gonna eat
Joe
the
wants
Cheerios.
December. That's planning ahead, Joe, to be the sponsor for December.
I can get with that.
But I'm all for it. I do want to say something about Joe Challoner. This is a good thing because I know I make fun of him.
I didn't know how that was
No.
gonna go.
I know I make fun of him recording on a potato. I found out people had issues with his cages, and I want to say that I think his cages are amazing.
Those cages are the only reason I will even consider.
And some people talked about how the idea of being so hands off keeps you, doesn't train you how to properly handle these venomous snakes. And I disagree. But the positive thing I had about his cages were these people are going to go to these shows and buy hots no matter what. They're going to go buy a Cobra even if they don't need one. They're going to go buy a Gaboon Viper for $60 even if they don't need one. Joe makes a cage that will maybe at least save someone's life because they put it in there.
Let me take a moment to make sure that you understand that if you were to ever get a venomous snake, there at no point would be any handling whatsoever.
I don't want to handle it.
So that's why these cages are perfect.
I have no urge to
Do you
handle.
ever have desire to?
This is the kind of day Rachel's had. She just came and got this out of the liquor closet next
Hey,
to me.
you want to know what? There are 7 days until spring break, 19 days until state testing, and
I was
35
saying
days.
good things about Joe, thank you, and y'all interrupted me.
35 days until
No,
summer vacation.
disrespecting Joe.
I'm sorry, Joe.
That's okay. Joe will be all right.
James is about to spew his drink everywhere.
Screw you, Joe. Moving on.
He's from Wisconsin. He's used to getting insulted.
You know what? He needs to bring us some damn cheese curds next time he comes to Conroe.
Yes, it's my
Some squishy
birthday.
cheese.
Yeah, bring us
Bring us some cheese.
bring
for
us
my
some
birthday.
cheese curds, damn it. Or I'm gonna start talking crap
Yes.
about your cages.
No, you will not.
No, I won't. All right. So what I did want to bring up, so this question was it wasn't really, after I asked the question on our Facebook page, I kind of realized it's perfect for this time right now. Hold on. Let me read. Before I go to that, I want to read some of these. Bill Bradley said, how goes it? It goes pretty well, Bill. How are you?
I've been enjoying your episodes of Lizard Brain Radio. It's awful. I'm tired. I apologize.
Oh, Darren said, are you guys going to Miami for spring break? No.
Miami
Spring break.
sounds fun.
I'm going to Texas to kill a pig, hopefully. That is my plans.
I think my
Hopefully.
child starts softball, so my entire week may be rescheduled.
Yeah, so we got to figure that out too. But I am going because one, I've got to kill a pig, and two, we plan on moving to where Robert lives, and we've never been there.
This is true.
So we should probably see it.
Yep.
Now that Facebook knows, because I haven't told everybody yet.
I'll let everybody know. I don't care.
And
With-
we spent the weekend completely redoing Logan's room, putting his new bed in there, so you guys have a brand new bed to sleep in when you're
Whoop,
here.
whoop.
Yeah. Put smart lights in there. Put an Echo Dot in there.
He's just gonna start,
Fancy.
he's gonna fuck with the lights while we're sleeping. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's gonna turn into a disco while we're in there.
So, Darren, Robert is going to be photographing James on this hunting journey of his.
You act like
because
I couldn't hunt. Just because I've never hunted doesn't mean I can't do it.
you refuse to live less than 15 minutes from a Walmart.
So does Robert.
That's not me. That's not what I
That's,
Well, it counts as you.
you're a little bougie, babe.
I'm bougie. It's a Walmart. First off, if you're calling Walmart bougie, that shows how
Yeah.
southern you really are. But I just don't hunt because one, the problem with hunting is you got to have land to go to, and I don't have the connections for that. And two, you got to have a gun, which I don't have. The only rifle I have is from World War II, which I plan on
I'm
shooting.
sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat.
Which I plan on shooting a hog with. And three, I don't want to have to clean a dead animal. Not that I don't want to get dirty. It's just it's
But
a lot of
some
shit that
us
goes
in
into
this
that.
household would eat what you hunted.
That's fine. I'm moving to Texas, and Robert's gonna start hunting with me.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have to buy a rifle to hunt
Yep.
with. Actually, I'm just buying an AR because I want an
I
AR.
can get behind this. Well, maybe not that, but I can get behind.
Why can't you get an
You're
AR?
not gonna go hunting with an AR.
Yes, I am.
I do. I've killed a lot of
Really?
pigs with AR.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking? It's just a rifle. It's
Okay,
just a. I mean,
Bergoli,
it's
I
same
love
round.
you, but you're another one I don't see hunting.
I don't see James
I'm
hunting.
sorry.
I'm sorry, James. Maybe it's just a James thing.
Maybe it is a James thing.
But so, anyways, back to our question,
I don't know.
and then we'll get back to the chat in a minute. Our question really worked out for this time frame because everybody is right now getting that old stimmy check, and at some point we'll get
Tax refund.
a tax refund. I don't know when that's coming. Maybe another month. But the question was, what is the next reptile, amphibian, or invertebrate you actually plan on buying? Not like, oh, I dream, I wish I could.
Oh, I have a list of things that I want to buy.
No, that's not the next thing you
doesn't
plan on
answer this
buying.
question.
And so there were a couple. DBA Chad Petrash. What are you doing?
I'm gonna reply to this post
Why don't you pull it up on your phone?
because then it's gonna play the video.
Not if you turn the volume down and pause the video.
I don't know how to do all that.
You turn the volume down and you pause
Just
the
go.
video. Jesus Christ.
Stop being disrespectful.
Anyways, he says that I haven't been able to find the planned purchase in 5 months, so I buy what I can until it's found. Then I asked what it was, and he said an RDR. I assume that's a I assume that's a red tail because it says IMG, so I know that's a red tail thing. With contrast or likely retain contrast. And I'm not a big IMG because I'm
You know
not a
where
big
my brain went with RDR?
what?
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
How did you get to
I
that?
have no clue. But when you said that right now, I was like, dude, that's sweet. He wants a Rhodesian
Did
Ridgeback.
you hurt yourself making that leap? My
Oh,
God,
dropped
you
a
sprained something.
Cheerio.
Can you not drop
It
cane
was
or
just one
cereal?
Cheerio.
dropping cereal like a small kid? Want some Cheerios?
I did. That's
Here's
why
a
I
dry,
bought the
here's a
whole
dry,
box.
there's a bag of
Hey.
dried
Hey,
Cheerios.
stop being disrespectful.
Oh, someone is drunk now. Thanks a lot.
That fabulous. That post is fabulous.
Oh, Dallas
From
Rua
Dallas.
said you guys plan your purchases.
Yeah.
Sometimes Dallas. Not this past week or 2 weekends ago when Katie bought me a king snake. That was not planned. But
Who's doing fabulous?
yes, it ate 2 baby Samboas. I know people are like,
Oh.
oh no, but they were starving. They were going to starve to death. They didn't want to eat. They had been
Yeah.
force fed mouse tails, and they still never picked up. And that king snake enjoyed both of them.
I bet.
Christian Parr said some more locality jungle carpets, and hopefully some Japanese rat snakes. Joshua Stover, who it was on here, right? Said breadlie, a pair of short tails, and I'm trying to remember what this is, and I'm sure I know it is, but it says H Gigas. I don't know what that is.
You left off the coolest one on
The lace
list.
monitor.
Yeah.
Is that really the coolest one on the list?
I love
Brettles.
it.
It's got Brettles on the list.
No, lace monitors all day. The lizard.
And of course, Corey Martin said a male blackhead python Because-
I saw that.
because she now has a female blackhead ball python or blackhead python. That was, I do remember her telling, she texted her husband and said she was going to get a blackhead, and he thought she meant ball python until she corrected him. The price, there's definitely a different price difference between a black.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
what
yeah.
black-
Well, it was a
black
black
is.
pastel, was what he thought.
One has 3 zeros and one has 4.
Oh,
damn.
Randy says that it's a false water cobra, that the H Gigas.
That just sounds fun to say.
Those get big.
But it
False
makes
water
me think
cobras.
of that character from Family Guy.
Giggity, giggity,
Yeah,
giggity.
that guy.
What do you mean that
I
guy?
don't know what his name is.
I'm not telling you. I'm gonna leave you in suspense.
It's not suspense. I don't care.
Derek Dykstra said rattlesnakes. Just said rattlesnakes. Like there's a trillion different types of rattlesnakes. He's just like, I just want them.
Hey, there you go. Maybe
Rattlesnakes.
It's like Pokemon. He wants one of every kind.
That'd be a lot of rattlesnakes.
Are there that many?
There's a lot of rattlesnakes.
Like 20?
No more than 20.
What?
Once you get out
Worldwide,
west,
yeah.
once you get
I
out
know
west and
this.
get into Mexico, like Central America, yeah, there's a lot of rattlesnakes.
That's cool.
It's like,
Like-
every valley has its own species.
Yeah, like over here in the east, we just have, pygmies, although there are different types of pygmies. And then you have,
Maybe I'm just thinking of like North American rattlesnakes.
No, there's
that's why.
yeah, you get out west in North America and there's a crap ton.
Oh,
Getting to
Mhm.
Texas, like we're going to move, there'll be Western Diamondbacks where we're
learn
living.
something
Oh,
every
that
day.
a little farther west, but they're out there.
Well, where we're at, We're in the overlap zone for Western Diamondbacks and Timber Rattlesnakes.
The old cane breaks.
No,
Mhm.
Brendan, we have not said the number yet.
We have not said the number. Darren said 3 kinds. Yeah, 3 kinds. There's the dusky pygmy, and there's a couple of. I love all of them. I love pygmy rattlesnakes. Amanda said a male. So Dallas may not plan, but Amanda plans. Amanda said a male gopher snake and a pair of black phased timber rattlesnakes.
They probably won't be on tonight.
No, they were in Vegas.
They're in
No.
Vegas.
I'm excited.
The Ruas,
for 'em.
the Ruas went touring around the country. They were just like, "Hey, let's throw a dart at a board," and they went.
Sounds fun to me.
Right?
Darren said, being home more because of COVID has given me too much time to think about what I want next. It seems to change every week, but I think I might be a Sumatran short-tail python.
Doesn't April have
And then he says, okay, I changed my mind. I want Uromastyx.
Uromastyx are cool.
Nice, Darren. I do like Uromastyx. I have a oscillated Uromastyx, which I think are awesome-looking little guys. They're small, but I do want an Egyptian Uromastyx. Why did my brain go blank? Because he asked a question earlier and you answered it, and then my brain went blank. Oh, Bill. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Bill has an Egyptian Uromastyx. They're massive. I think it's Bill that has it. What was someone's door cried? All right. Nathan said, depends on how long it takes for me to upgrade my tarantula enclosures. If it takes too long, probably a pygmy rattlesnake or sand boa. That's kind of a. I mean, I get they're both small. Those are definitely different. I'm going to need you to pay. What are you looking at?
I'm looking up the different types of pygmy rattlesnakes. What?
Nothing.
I'm trying to educate myself here.
Randy said more red and calico Amazon tree boas because he likes skinny, bitey snakes. Ryan Spellman said likely a stonewash breadlie. I'm not a huge stonewash fan, but I do like my breadlies, so I kind of like the hypo. I like the brighter reds than the more dull reds. Let's see. Miguel Villa said hoping to get a pair of cave-dwelling rat snakes this year. So just angry Asian rat snakes. Chris Sexton said a gelatin jungle pair. Travis said, what is a plan? So Travis and Dallas are going shopping together. They're just going to randomly pick up some stuff. I know Travis is just going to get stuff that lives in the dirt. I know it. It's just, and then I'm going to want it. Whatever it is, he's going to get it, and then I'm going to want it.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
Ryan Gossel said hopefully a bull snake. And then I know Robert talked about having a bull snake that someone gave him that he may not have for much longer.
Yeah, I still need to go get that thing.
Rebel Rose said a ground boa, but her honey bought her one last night, so she got it.
That's
That didn't take long.
What is that?
Brandon,
Yeah,
those are Madagascan hognoses.
that sounds fun.
That's Brandon Millichamp from the Canadian Herpetoculture
I know,
Podcast.
but he always uses scientific names, and I don't understand.
Leoheterodon, which are
Sounds like a dinosaur.
it does kind of sound like a dinosaur, but there are 3 types of Madagascan hognoses. There's the giant, the speckled, and the golden. I think I may be wrong. I apologize, Brandon. I know the giant. I like the giant. That's what I've worked with. Dominique said another GTP, so another green tree.
Those are so cool.
Chris Burns. My God. Someone's getting ice or moving dishes around, or we all get.
Rachel's making more noise.
I can just imagine the look
Tell
she's
her
giving
we
him.
love her.
We do
and
love her.
Not make her angry.
But
Yeah.
tell her to take a break. Go sit
Fuck,
down.
here she comes with that look on her face. There we go.
Hey,
I'm gonna get
Hey, we're on live stream. You can't be doing that.
That's for Katie.
Chris Burns said he wants Nephrus levis pilbarnus.
There y'all go again. Can we just use regular old names?
I know.
for us common
I
people
think
here?
that's knobtail geckos of some sort.
I'm a common person.
Brigoli will know.
I'm pretty sure.
Bergoli, help me
I'm pretty
out.
sure Nephrus
Yeah, good job.
are knobtails.
Hey, there's Elena and Gina.
Hey.
I'll Google it. And
Ilana.
No, you won't. Ilana, or just Lana, but it's much funner to say Ilana.
He likes to put
Yeah.
this on the E.
Brandon Peace
Zebra
said a
carpets
pair of
sound cool.
zebra carpets.
What do those look like?
They're jungles, but they're
They look
they're
like a
they're very
zebra.
banded. It's a morph.
Rock monitor.
Rock monitors. I was way off.
Yep.
That's cool.
I mean, you had 4 legs, right?
I thought what are knobtails? What am I thinking? I'm asking both of y'all like you would know.
Right.
Hey, someone in the chat, what's a knobtail?
It's a gecko.
I know
That's
that.
about all I know.
Lizard.
Maddie McCann said a Dumerals boa, and I want a Dumerals boa. I had, like I said before, I've had them a long time ago, and I want to get back into them. But now that I want to get back into them, they're expensive. And then Jeff Obst said a male Savu or more Dunai, so he likes those weird-looking Australian pythons.
There you go.
Knobs
There's
are
your
never.
answer.
That's what I said. That's
There's
what
an extra R in that one, not this one.
for it. That's confusing as hell. I can't be wrong.
Google it.
I'm not. You got a phone. You Google it.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I know what knobtails
I'm
are,
looking at
Joe.
it.
Who's faster?
I may not know scientific names, but I at least know. Nephirus is knobtails. Then what is Nephirus? I think they put too many R's.
This is
It
all-
is. I was right. Everybody.
No, Levis is knobtail.
It's Levis. Levis is a subspecies. Levis is the species. That's a subspecies. Pilbarnus.
So go back up.
I'm right.
Well, but scroll back up.
I
in the
understand.
chat.
Maybe that's just what Randy wants. Maybe
Maybe
wants.
Randy just wants a...
He just wants that monitor. He wants that Pilbara rock monitor. Or he got really excited.
These knobtail geckos are cute. Why have I not seen these before?
I don't know.
James, do you have these? I need one of these in my life.
Not me, James. Other James.
Bergoli.
Bergoli. We're gonna ignore his first name. He's just Bergoli.
These are cute.
I mean, they're all right.
Oh, you hush.
We'll have Phil on sometime. Phil does knobtails.
Those are cute.
All right. So, anyways, those were everybody's list of things they wanted. I know that my next thing I want.
Black-tailed Crebos. That one was just
Oh, that was just added. Tim and Corinda Gibbs, Blacktail Crebos. That'd be cool. I want to get a female Louisiana pine before I move, because that way I can get all my paperwork in line and I can legally have them when I get to Texas. They won't take them away from me.
That's an interesting snake.
What are you looking at?
Crebos. I didn't know what they were.
Crebos.
Those
They're
are
relate.
awesome.
They're
They're
like
cool.
South American indigos.
Indigos.
I am learning so much stuff tonight.
Well,
Are
the
you gonna
only thing I
remember
can
it?
say about having any dry mark on is you have to like cleaning up shit every day.
They finger paint with poop.
Yep.
Weren't indigos? Is that what my daddy had?
It is.
Okay.
He didn't,
So my dad.
I'm saying you said my dad had, and then you stopped. He did not have
my
indigos.
dad did not have indigos. So my dad, because I grew up in Alabama. No, I'm not an Alabama fan. No, I'm not a Troy fan. I'm not an
Whoa.
Auburn fan. I
A
am
Troy
a Troy
fan.
fan. Anyways, my dad worked with Auburn University, and this was like way back in the 90s, to get a breeding pair of indigos released at his hunting camp, because they had like the perfect environment for them. So my dad, who did not like snakes in the least bit, respected them very, very well. Pretty cool.
I am looking forward to when we actually work on Robert's microphone.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what audio is. Jesus.
There you go. Shut up.
Bang on some more stuff. Crinkle that paper. Where's that little paper?
James
Right.
Bergoli, quit using scientific names. What the hell does that
Why? I
mean?
just said I don't understand.
Dream Animals is a yada 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 yada.
I'm gonna Google it. Hold on.
It's worth a
I'm gonna
Google.
it.
It's worth a Google. So my next, like I said, my next is a Louisiana pine
An
snake.
earless
No, it's not.
monitor.
Oh yeah, Boreans. I did know that. I did know this.
Yeah, that's those crazy ones that actually look like dragons.
But like, aren't they legally not supposed to be here? Like, I'm pretty sure that any of them here came from things that were not supposed to be here.
Oh.
They're really cool. They're like a mix between a monitor and a
It's an
hellbender.
Earless.
He
monitor.
just said
Quit being
Disrespectful?
disrespectful.
I think that's the problem. I think other people have a different definition of
Look at
disrespectful.
how itty bitty its eyes are.
Yeah, it lives in the water. It's like a mix between a hellbender and a monitor.
That is wicked looking.
Wicked.
I don't appreciate you right now.
I don't care.
It's disrespectful.
Disrespectful. I apologize if you've been drinking for every time we say that.
God, please stop.
Make
Put
sure you
the
go ahead.
bottle down.
Make sure you go ahead and get on a liver transplant list now. That's Oof. Oh, so a breeding pair. Yeah, I'm sure, Bergoli. I'm sure you would like that.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Oh, there's a lot of folks that would like a breeding pair of those.
But if I'm not mistaken, that's not the next snake that you're getting.
Who, me?
Yeah. Aren't you getting one in Temple?
I am getting one in Temple.
So
I'm
technically, that would be the next snake you're getting.
I am hopefully, thanks to my good buddy, John Grant, I'm hopefully getting a snake that I've wanted for,
longer than we've been married.
15, 16
I was
years.
going to say probably as long as we've been together.
I'm going to get a snow boa.
Yeah.
I know. I
He's
wanted.
excited.
I am excited.
Wow. Oh, you told me about it at the last show.
I did.
Yeah.
So that is my goal.
I
is to
want
get
a
snow
red-eyed
boa.
crocodile skink.
Are you going to start taking care of lizards?
I want
This
a
was not.
Mexican black
This was not the.
snake.
This was not the list of dream animals.
This could be the list of what Katie wants.
Oh, let's hear the list of what things that James will have to take care of.
Look, in a
Continue.
perfect world, I would work and you would stay at home and take care of all my reptiles for me.
What about
Deal.
my reps?
I mean, why? Why was there even a hesitation there?
Because I don't want to take care
Right.
of us.
Katie, whenever I have MBK babies, I will give you one.
James Lewis is going to buy me one. It's going to be great.
No, I'm not.
You are for an anniversary.
Well,
You're
you
gonna
just
buy it for me
just understand that there are things in the works.
I love that he has a plan, and it annoys him when I bring it up.
Technically, somebody else has a plan
Well,
and has informed me of
I'm
it.
being so disrespectful right now.
some Facebook user just said Joe gets a chameleon.
I bet
I'm going to bet
Kelly.
that's
That's
Kelly.
Kelly.
I
Yep.
bet that's
Yep.
Kelly.
I'm going to need Kelly and the rest of her family to stop trying to get my daughter to have a chameleon.
Right.
I had to be the bad guy at the last show to go, no, you can't have a chameleon. Everybody's like, go ask your dad. He'll give. No, he
My
won't.
daddy ain't giving her nothing. That is
Her dad's got
100%
common
mama.
sense.
Let's remember how she ended up with my new crested
Your
gecko.
gecko that you got because she didn't want it.
I mean, that could have been my plan all along.
Oh,
Just saying.
Darren, yeah, I think we're going to start doing these every so often, right, James and Katie?
yeah. I want to try and do them every month.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Oh, so, one thing I did see this week posted on, and it was just recently posted on our podcast discussion page that I was really excited about. Let me go to it. So I'll pull it up. There they are. Oklahoma City Zoo and Botanical Gardens is pleased to announce the arrival of 3 6-month-old Chinese alligators.
Those are the coolest
Saw that.
things.
And I said I wanted one, and then Nathan Holcomb made a joke about how my wife would be mad if I got one.
Never. Not for that one. That one would be the only one I would probably be okay
And
with.
then see, I said that. I said that you said it was okay, and he said that's part of the game. That I will say yes to be the good guy, and the state will be bad because they say I can't have it, which is not true. If we could afford it and all the paperwork, I promise you, we'd have a Chinese alligator tomorrow.
It's very possible that he's already looked into this, so he knows.
They're expensive and takes like serious paperwork.
Yep.
They're
That was
they're
my
protected.
favorite education animal that we used at the zoo.
I know where you can get a Moralettes.
No,
I mean-
I'm good.
I might know somebody that has a Moralettes.
I also know somebody
Probably
with a
not.
smooth fronted Cayman, and I don't want that either.
Bergoli,
Right.
if you were to do that, it's very possible that everything in your house would be super glued upside down, and we might not want to go there.
Bergoli, I'm telling you, if that happens, I will drive to your house and put the chameleon on your front step and drive away.
Kelly hasn't been able to finagle it yet because it's coming. Like, it's just a matter of time.
No, I
Because Josephine is a firm believer that as soon as she can prove to you that she can
that's the
do
problem.
everything else
Everybody,
without reminding
everybody's like,
her.
"Oh, she's such a great kid,"
she is.
she
She
is-
is a kid, and
and she
needs reminding.
forgets shit all the
She
time.
gets that from her mama. Let's get
Yeah, like spraying her lizard every day and has to be reminded, or never ask, "Hey, can we go get crickets to feed my lizard?" We have to be like, "Hey, let's go get crickets to feed her lizard." So these are things that she is still a 10-year-old kid and doesn't need a chameleon. Katie was a 19-year-old kid
We'll
and
say
didn't
yes
need
to
a chameleon.
everything.
And Katie got a chameleon.
Katie is the one that always gives in.
It did not end well when Katie was a 19-year-old kid with a
No,
chameleon.
no. You cannot even bring that up though, because the chameleon
I
that
can, I
I
did.
ended up with
I did though.
was like 1.5 inches long, and the chameleon that Kelly was going to sell her was like full grown.
Great, a bigger body to get rid of.
No, it was well established, James.
Oh,
Established.
yeah, use that word all you want. Established.
Hey, why don't you find my post on the discussion page?
Did you have something important to say?
No, it's that planner right there.
Oh, the planner with the
I
emoji,
want that for Christmas.
interactive like emoji face.
It's cool.
It probably costs like
I
$500.
have yet to find a price on it, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, it reacts.
Sorry, go ahead. Y'all finish.
I was gonna say it reacts to the watering. So like if you need to water it, it's got a sad, angry
And
face.
there's an app that will alert your phone to let you know what level.
That is how lazy we've gotten as humans. We can no longer remember to water a fucking plant.
You want to know something? My plants on the windowsill in the kitchen are doing quite well.
That's because your plants weren't outside during a giant ice freeze.
I brought the ones on the back porch are.
I just felt like you were stabbing me because all my cactus died. And I'm very sad about that.
I was not.
You were disrespecting me.
I was not going there. I
Yeah,
can if you'd like me to.
Lance, I'm not doing. I guess you probably weren't on right at the beginning.
Lance came in late.
I'm not going to do cages anytime soon. Probably not in 2021. I am going to start doing incubators, but cages. I just don't have time selling so many racks. I've got cages drawn out. I've cut one and built it and didn't like it, and I just don't have time to mess with them right now. So I'm pretty much referring everybody to Todd at High Scale.
That's all right. When I move there, I'll just become the cage manufacturer, and I'll make cages.
That's very possible.
One cool thing, speaking of cactus, that got posted on our discussion group is that Travis posted these awesome little like camouflage cactus.
Okay.
They you all right? They were called Ariocarpus scaphoros, some other letters there. Anyways,
you looked at me.
Bless you.
On the scientific name.
Anyways, they're little tiny cactus that they grow in this gravel, and they're almost identical to the gravel. And unless you're looking for them, you don't really notice they're there.
They're cool looking.
So they're like camouflaged in these rocks, and so you don't think of like cactus need to camouflage, but these do. Which I
really like that form of mimicry that the cryptic.
Crypsis,
mimicry.
yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, like a chameleon that we're not getting.
I'm gonna throw a Cheerio at your forehead in a minute.
Who where'd that come from? Oh, Joshua. That was a whole thing of spineless cactus that we had built a really nice whole little rock garden. We went out
it was our first project at our new home.
Yeah, I dug up the ground, laid down weed guard. We bought gravel for the whole thing. We bought
all day.
Bought how expensive is that? How heavy is that rock? 356
86-pound rock.
56 pound rock to go in it.
Marty.
His name is Marty. My cactus were starting to grow really well. They got big.
Rob's like, oh my god, you named a rock.
When you pay,
but he doesn't name snakes.
No, I have one rock. I have 50 snakes.
56-pound rock. It deserves a name.
I agree.
Darren, I have snake plants. I only water them 3 times a year. It must be nice for you.
I have one of those.
You do?
Mm-hmm. It gets watered once a week.
I miss my cactus.
It'll be okay.
Travis did offer to get me some more, but we are planning on moving, so I didn't really.
I just got a Facebook message from a friend of mine that has found 3 coral snakes in her yard today and wants me to come find the rest of them.
The rest? There's a
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, honey,
it's a whole coral snake family. It's a nest of them.
But 3 in one day, that is
rare. You sent that picture the other day of the one that was almost melanistic. It was almost pure black.
It is melanistic, but yeah, it just had a little bit of yellow.
That thing was awesome looking.
Yeah. So in Brazoria County, where I live in Texas, it's not super uncommon to find them with no red or no yellow. And that's a lot of these photos you see on the internet where people are like, don't use the rhyme because this snake, a lot of those are found right here where I live. It's crazy that we have this mutation of them here.
Joshua, I appreciate that. I may take you up on that whenever we finally get settled. I was very upset. That cactus I had abused for probably a year and a half at our old house and never really got it growing well. And then we got it here and in the ground and it really took off. And damn ice. Travis posted a cool video of domestic beetles eating a ball python.
Is that what those were?
Yeah, that's what they use to clean bones. Takes it all the way down to the skeleton. Those
and Arua has a colony of those.
That's cool.
So maybe she could help you out.
James, those are king snakes. Stop that. James said he sees all the black ones with yellow speckles on it. He was saying the coral snakes. They're probably
Gina,
coral
you
snakes.
guys are flooding like today from all the rain in the last couple of days?
Oh no, Gina. Yeah, Josh, I was growing those cactus for my sulcatas, and I was being very careful not to go pick any of it because I wanted to wait for it to get really big and bloom. And
Mother Nature said, "No, sir."
Not you, sucker.
Oh yeah, I still have to clean my front porch off because there's dead everything out there that
We
didn't
saw a
make
bunch
it
of
through the
people.
freeze.
We
And
saw
I
a bunch
just
of people
haven't
this
done it.
weekend.
I haven't
Yeah.
touched my cactus for hopes that one of them will turn green at some point, but they're not turning green.
No, I went to Home Depot Sunday morning, I think early, and it was crazy. The line at the garden center, people buying mulch and all that stuff. It was a pretty weekend, so I guess I understand. But yeah, Home Depot made a lot of money this weekend.
But they did. I kind of feel a little bit bad, only slightly. We're the one house on the block that hasn't cut our grass yet, but our grass is not really grass. It's a bunch of wildflowers.
Yeah.
And there's
The whole yard.
bees and butterflies everywhere.
It's like 4-inch wildflowers, white and yellow wildflowers all the way across the yard.
There.
And so I was like, just leave it.
Yeah, we are. I hope my neighbors don't complain.
Which is why I can't live in a place that has an HOA.
Yeah, it sucks. Our HOA was going around today taking pictures of trash cans that are visible from the street. Hey, guess you know what today is?
Trash day.
Trash day. Yeah.
Man, there seems to be a lot of visible trash. I think they're just putting them right out on the road for some
my
reason.
brother had that issue with his HOA.
Oh, he has a new where he lives as an HOA?
Yeah, where he lives. And he was like, you know what? You see that house and that house and that house? Awesome. Have a nice day.
I'm too much of a dick to have an HOA. I don't know if I ever told the story on here. At our old house, we had code enforcement come by our house because somebody complained we didn't cut our grass, and the grass had to be less than, I think, like 11 inches.
Okay, let me finish the story. Let me tell you that this man went into our front yard loud enough for all the neighbors to see with a ruler
And scissors.
started measuring the grass.
And
in the
scissors.
front
I
yard.
cut our yard to 11 inches with
Now,
a ruler
keep in
and
mind,
scissors.
We had been out of town for 3 weeks at that point.
I'm the level of petty that I will cut my yard with scissors.
Ooh.
Tracy says she wants
Yeah.
to do a yard of
But get
pillow
this, though.
moss. I'd be afraid to walk across my yard though once it's all pillow
So
moss.
we had been gone. We'd been gone.
Have we been gone? We've been
get
gone.
Home,
We're gone.
We had crawfish.
Were we gone?
We had crawfish the night before. Well, I had crawfish the night before. And so when the woman from code enforcement drops off the note at the door, she wants to know why my trash can smells. Because we live in Louisiana. It's 110 degrees outside and there's crawfish sitting in the
So you're
trash
interested
can.
in? We live in Louisiana. It's 110 degrees inside, and get the fuck out of my yard.
No.
So I'll tell you, after being a cop for almost 12 years and working for a municipality, I really learned that most of your people who work for a city and have never had a job outside of government have no idea how the real world works.
Oh,
They have no idea how businesses run. They have no idea. It's like they're trained to black and white. There's no gray area. And so I'm not surprised that she asked you why your trash cans.
I was like, it's a trash can. She's
Right.
like, well, why does it smell? I'm like, because I had crawfish and now it's hot outside and the trash doesn't run till tomorrow.
So I haven't checked the date on this to see when it's up, but Amanda Rua did post something cool. You can win a $12,000 pair of captive bred Boland's pythons with a custom enclosure through US Arc.
It's US Arc Florida. if
Yeah,
I'm
you
mistaken.
you basically donate by buying a ticket to be entered in for it, and you could win a pair of Boland's pythons. So if somebody out there wants to try that, have at it.
Joe Challoner, quit dashing Tracy's dreams, Joe Challoner.
Leave her alone. She lives in Colorado now. She's no longer one of us.
She might have shaded areas.
But I'm gonna be the weird one. I don't really want to own Boland's pythons.
What do those look
I
like?
don't.
Those are the big,
Oh, is that?
but they turn black. They're the big black with like. They're always like the big black videos of them on Facebook, and people go, "I want that." They're cool, but I think people want it more because they can't get them than anything else.
Yep.
Travis posted an awesome picture of what used to be a giant prehistoric manta ray. What really looks like if a manta ray and a shark had a baby. It's like a shark with giant wings.
I have to sneeze, so if I disappear
Can-
for a minute, that would be
Can you
why.
not sneeze into the mic?
Just said if I disappear, that's
Can you
why.
not sneeze into the mic? You'll blow everyone's ears out. I've heard you sneeze.
That's why I said I was going to disappear.
Oh,
Hey, doom rolls are back down in price, James. By the way,
What?
to what?
375
That's not back
Jeez,
down.
Look at the spider.
Back down was
Well,
like 125. When I
from 800, what they were a couple months ago.
why are you poking me?
Because of the way you look at the spider.
The thing that I pulled up on the screen.
Yeah, it's cute.
Travis also posted this weird looking spider.
For me,
It's a camouflage. It's camouflage called it's a bark spider, and it looks like it's got little twigs growing out of its head.
it pretends to be a twiggy stub.
And then there's a chameleon eating. Thanks a lot, John Grant. Oh, and then my awesome meme of venomous snakes
You and your memes.
swimming on top of water.
You need a shirt that says I make
Just-
memes.
I just need people to
And
quit
no
believing
things.
wives' tales. Someone posted in a group, and Robert saw it today. Someone posted a group saying that if it swims on top of the water, it's venomous. And if it swims underwater, it's not venomous.
I've never heard that one.
I've heard it multiple times. And the problem is
Mhm.
both of them do it either way. And then people go, well, the rule still works because venomous. No, it doesn't. If there are exceptions, then it's not a rule. It's not a good way to identify stuff. So someone can't go swimming and they go, that one's underwater. It's not venomous. I can walk over there
So that was
and then get bit by a cotton
that was actually always part of my turtle tortoise talk.
that they can bite underwater.
No.
Oh.
That you have rules to be able to label them, but there's always a rule breaker.
Yeah, but that rule breaker is like one thing. Box turtles.
Mhm.
They're the only one.
Yeah.
But with like water snakes, they'll all swim on top of the water, or they'll all swim under the water. And with
Mhm.
venomous, it's the same way.
Mhm.
But that's also like the same people that go, cottonmouth can't bite underwater.
Mm-hmm. Or they
I'm like-
cottonmouth will chase you.
Or milk snakes will attack you if you're pregnant.
That one's
Right.
hilarious.
Well, so
He
what
could not
brought
get
up the
over
whole-
that day.
The whole thing with the coral snakes to my friend a minute ago is they posted a picture. Her husband had it in his hand because he
Oh,
believes that their
God.
teeth are so small they can't bite you.
But see,
And
that's
I'm
the thing.
like,
No.
That's a common misconception. Everybody thinks that
yeah,
they have to chew on you. I'm like, no.
No.
They're also like they're rear fanged. No, they're not. They are most definitely fixed front fanged elapids. And
oh yeah,
and millions of years of evolution have made it so they can bite things pretty easily.
oh yeah.
So, Katie's. Oh, you're asking Gina. You're asking what happened to Katie's aunt. Oh, I'm being told not to tell you.
No,
Did it die?
no. It's so
That's ANT, by the way, not
It's-
AUNT
Yeah, ANT.
for everyone.
I'm not saying anything because I've been asking you to bring it home so I can try and feed it.
It's doing fine.
It
I
hasn't
mean,
eaten.
It needs food.
It's
I'm
sitting in your
getting-
classroom.
I know.
It needs to come home.
The kids love it.
They're gonna love it dead.
No, it's not.
It's
I
not
think
dead yet.
I'll bring her home tomorrow. Or just send me with the food and I can feed her.
Just bring her home
Why?
because she needs to go in a dark place and be left alone to have her babies. Not sitting in a room with kids yelling and staring at her.
Well, they're not staring at her. She's on my desk.
Oh,
We got another one because my queen aunt, her eggs did not make it.
and we went ahead and let her die because what was she
she's a
gonna do?
queen. I didn't know. Like,
She's gonna be by herself for the next
made me
8
sad.
years. Ugh,
anyway.
freaking aunt.
I guess starving to death is a better option than that.
Why are you?
Because it's fun and we're on video.
Jesus Christ.
I'm getting
Anyways.
tired. It's 8:00. It's bedtime.
Well, I was hoping there'd be more group chat, but it's just Joe and Tracy talking about fucking moss. That's our whole group chat. Is just them talking about pillow moss.
No. People were talking about lizards earlier. People were talking about you hunting earlier.
It's right now. It's Joe and Tracy talking about pillow moss.
So
Your daughter said, "Ha ha."
Yeah, I'm ignoring her.
Yeah,
I'm disrespectful to her too. Apparently,
you are. You won't let her have a chameleon.
no, I won't. She needs to take better care of her
She's gonna prove
lizard
you
she
wrong,
has.
and then she's gonna get her chameleon.
She had a plan. I want her to follow through on her plan. Her
Plans can change.
No.
Yes, they can.
They can, but I
Because
want her to
here's
follow
the-
through on her plan.
Here's the other thing.
Nope.
We
Thank
know,
you,
Joe.
Joe.
We're very
Thank
well.
you.
We're very well aware, bud.
Oh, thanks.
Because here's the other thing. What?
What are you still? Snakes have two penises.
No. I was looking at Bergoli's comment.
She's talking about Dr. Spencer Green and about how coral snake bites can be bad. He also says that they're usually not, people don't have systemic reactions to them, so they don't have to use the antivenom most of the time, but they still suck.
So the plan is for her to get a female fat tail.
Fat tail.
But you want her to breed them, which
I don't want. No.
No.
You guys had this magical plan
is
that she was going to breed them.
But the problem is that could take 3 to 4 years.
Okay. You're going to poke me in the eye.
I know how you feel about things near your eyes.
I'll touch your face.
Don't you dare touch my face.
And then I'll eat something in front of the mic.
No. Oh my God, I quit. You both suck. Disrespectful host. Let me tell you. Disrespectful.
But I told her to follow through on that plan, get them, breed them, sell the babies. Then by the time she does all that, she'll have the experience needed for the chameleon, and she can use that money.
That's like 4 years
down
the road.
I understand that. You seem to underestimate what it takes to take care of a chameleon. You do, because you've never had to actually do it.
You're no fun.
No, I'm not. I'm a realist, and I'm the one reason we don't kill tons of
This
shit in
is
this
why
house.
We're together. You reined me back in.
You were the same one who were like, we won't get her a guinea pig until she's 5. And you come home when she's 3 with one.
She was 4.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't 5.
She was 4.
We won't get a dog, and then you come home with a dog.
Okay, that I did.
Which we got rid of.
She jumped the fence. That was not my fault.
What was it?
There was one point.
James is bringing up all animal bad choices that I've ever made in our lifetime together. And I do not appreciate this at all. This is
We got her a gecko. Oh, it's my gecko now.
That was the plan all along.
That was not the plan all along. You can say it is now.
I let her pick it. I wanted a bacon line.
That's not the same thing.
The crested gecko?
That's not the same thing. That's a gargoyle gecko.
No, I thought they were cresteds.
Bacons or gargoyles?
Whatever. She got to pick it.
This is why y'all don't get to pick
Chris
animals.
Eaton, nobody asked your opinion. I'm going to make you eat fresh fruits and vegetables.
Oh, no, don't worry, Chris. I've already talked to...
James has no control. What are you talking
Andy.
about?
I've already talked to Andy, and I've talked to Sean, and we're going to have some things there for you to do.
No.
You get to gut a catfish.
I'm 100% against this.
We'll bring some wild game for you to eat.
That you like.
We're going to have the Chris Eaton Redneck Challenge when he's in Texas.
Yep. You're going to have to peel a crawfish. We may get you to suck the head of a crawfish.
He may not come now. I'm just telling you. It's
going to be great. We'll record it for prosperity and to embarrass you later on.
Oh my God.
I just want to see. I want to see Chris's face when he watches someone peel a crawfish and suck the head.
Yeah, because that's happening that weekend.
No.
What?
I was going to say something, and we are live.
You were going to say something about sucking the head?
No. We're not going there.
We're on it. There's
We're
15 people watching. A whole 15 people will see you say that.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Chris says he's game as long as we can video it.
Oh, we're gonna get video of it all. I'm Chris. I'm ready for you to meet Andy. It's like I'm telling you, it's the southern redneck version of you.
James is gonna be devastated. I'm afraid.
It's like the two of you were split at birth, and one was sent to New York, and one was sent to redneck ass Texas.
Yeah, but the thing about Andy is Andy's from Wisconsin. Andy's not even from Texas.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, but he's as Texas as you can. I don't care if he's from Wisconsin.
He's as Texas as you can get.
Yeah.
I found blackberry blooms the other day, and I'm super excited and hope nobody cuts them down.
How the hell do we get to blackberries?
Because we were talking about fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's true, Chris.
Chris won't eat it.
Chris, that's true. He wouldn't eat it because it comes off of a vine out in the
I
wild.
will eat that. I won't even wash it off before I eat it. I will just pick them straight off the vine and eat them before I make it in the house.
I'll blow the little spider out of them that gets in them sometimes.
Yep.
I like Joe. Since she's not going to take care of any of the stuff that we get her, go ahead and get a gaboon.
Jesus Christ.
I love that Chris is saying gross to blackberries.
I need to fix the catchy thing.
It is fixed.
The gnats are bugging me tonight.
I've had none in my face. Maybe it's just you. A shower wouldn't hurt.
James Lewis. All 15 people are about to watch you get your ass whooped.
Chris Eaton, wash your food. You can wash your food. You can wash off the
Wash it with the
blackberries.
spit in your mouth.
I'll never forget the first time I had a big bucket of blackberries, and I said, "Well, let me put some water in there," and I filled it like halfway with water, and there was nothing but little worms and spiders floating on top. And I'd probably eaten 10,000 of them in my life straight off the bush before that. Yeah,
I still do. That doesn't stop me.
See, I don't know.
That and
you know.
fresh blueberries. Fresh blueberries off of a bush are the
See, I
best
grew up in the
thing.
summer going to my grandmother's house for like a week or two at a time, and so I would help like pick peas and beans and corn. I'd shuck them all. And
Not
then-
even like from the grocery store.
You've never had a berry, Chris?
Chris,
That's not well. It depends on what he thinks is a berry.
I'm
Chris, if
so
you've ever eaten an
sad.
avocado is a berry.
What?
It's a berry.
No way.
It is. Grows on a tree. It's a berry.
Are you like pulling my leg?
No,
Oh my goodness.
he's never.
Hey, Chris,
said
part of
nope.
your redneck games are going to be
All right, we're gonna have to get a whole bunch of different types.
berries.
We're gonna tell everybody in our Herbst group any fresh fruit or vegetables from their house to bring for you to try.
I may have eaten my weight in avocados when I was pregnant 11 years ago.
I eat avocado if it's in sushi.
James was afraid our child would be green.
That was true. That was a lot.
That's all
I
I
just-
ate.
It's going to be a culture shock for Chris when he comes to the Herb show.
He's either going to love it or he's never going to come see us again.
I'm leaning towards never coming to see us again. I'm
I don't know. He might come see me again.
oh I just love like Chris won't go on a boat unless it's got a bathroom.
I mean, that's a valid reason.
No, it's not. Stop that. You shit in the morning or you shit at night. Then you'll be fine.
Not everybody can time their bowels the way that you
Yeah,
can.
I learned a long time ago that don't get coffee on the way to fishing in the morning, and don't eat the salsa with your breakfast tacos on the way to fishing in the morning, because those two things get
Yeah.
things moving, and you don't want to have that happen when you're on a little john boat with your friends.
So shit in the morning, shit at night, and then you won't have to poop it. Or you just pull the boat over to the land, get off on land, and go.
So our daughter, who's in the chat, she just sent me a text message to show me where her father was correct.
Avocados are
And
berries.
avocados are berries. She's like, "Oh,
They're big
check this out."
single seeded berries.
Wait, Chris, wait, what?
I think Chris is saying wait what to everything at this point.
Yeah, probably.
But what's crazy is that he hasn't lived in New York his whole life. He did live in, not that Colorado is the South, but it lived in the country. But it's like, I don't think he ever left his house when he lived in Colorado. I think he looked outside at the mountains and went, that's outside, and went back inside.
Thanks for going. That's a lovely image.
Oh,
Shut off the boat, you bitch. Okay,
Oh.
I mean-
I'm going to tell a quick story that comes to it, okay?
wait, so shit off the boat, Rob. Sorry. Okay.
All right. So a friend of mine and I, we were going fishing one day in his boat, and we stopped and got, breakfast or whatever on the way. And we get out on the boat and we're fishing for a little while. And he's like, bro, I got to go. And I'm like, well, get in the water or something, don't do it on the side of the boat. So he jumps in the water. It's about belly button deep, and kind of walks away from the boat a little bit and, comes back to the boat when he's done. And you can kind of see like this. If you've ever fished saltwater much, when trout get into like a feeding frenzy, they expel like an oil and it makes a slick on top of the water. Okay. Well, I guess whatever he had been eating was high in fiber, so it was floating. And seagulls started diving at it. And so there's a slick like trout, and the seagulls are diving at it. We see these guys come racing across this little bay we're fishing because they think the birds are working
Birds.
trout, and start throwing lures into this turd freaking pot. Yeah, every time I see my buddy Eric, we talk about that one because those guys, they thought they were on some trout, and we're laughing our asses off
Oh,
like 50 yards away, saying that's some shitty fishing, man.
I can't get him to bite a damn thing. I'm throwing everything at him.
Gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kayak fish, and my kayak has pedals. So I guess if I ever had a shit, I can just take the pedals out and sit over the hole and just shit right there. Chris, you people are nasty. Look,
Those people are nasty. I agree with that statement 100%.
you got to come down, and we'll go herping at some point. Robert, because he's gonna take me herping, so I'll get Robert to take you herping, and we'll go out west, and we'll do that, and we'll like eat wild game, and
I'll
we'll shoot a
cook
pig,
things
and
for
we'll
you.
and all that.
I'll go buy things from the grocery store just for you, Chris.
We'll pack Lunchables for Chris. You've never been herping. Jesus Christ, man.
What? Even I have done that. Come on.
That's bad. Katie.
That is
Even
so
I've done
bad.
that. God. Yeah, you've no interest in herping. Oh man. This is gonna be an interesting trip to Texas for you. That is
Oh.
quick question about
All
herp. Okay, go Chris. Quick question about herping.
I haven't peed in the woods before.
You offered up that information and no one asked for it.
I know. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I felt like it was going to be a bathroom related question.
No one asked for that. And you're like, hey, I peed in the woods. No one asked.
See? It was a bathroom question.
What happens if you have to take a shit?
You poop in the woods.
You poop in the woods.
You take a roll of toilet paper with
And
you.
if you don't have a roll paper, you come back home without sleeves. I mean,
Even our 10-year-old has been herping with us. She actually goes more than I do.
why does James Bergoli want to see me use a butt plug?
No.
Okay, so I got to explain it because I know what he's talking about. Whenever you're cleaning a
Why
deer,
do you know what he's talking
Do
about?
I need to tell?
Whenever you're
our child to
cleaning
get
a
off of
deer,
this?
when an animal dies, all of its muscles relax, right? Well,
Yeah.
the sphincter is a muscle as well. So you have to pull that out and cut around it so that you don't get shit all over your meat. They make this little tool that you shove in there, and it has these fins that face backwards, so you can pull it out and cut around it really easy. I'm sure that's what he's talking about.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I really hope so.
yeah. I'm hoping that's what he wants to see you use, because the only other connotations of that is
Not happening.
Not
nothing.
okay.
Not happening.
Nothing
Not
that I
okay.
see.
Oh,
I think
Chris-
we're giving Chris fucking nightmares.
Chris is like, you pull a deer's asshole out. What the hell? Oh, God. I love that this is nothing about reptiles anymore. Now it's just about what kind of shit will gross out Chris Eaton.
The fact that our child is on here.
Uh,
Well, I don't use those fancy things. We just use our fingers and pull it out.
whoa! Don't pull it. Oh, God. You are. All right, if we shoot anything, you're cleaning it. I ain't touching it.
I don't do that with nasty ass pigs. I don't even like cleaning pigs because I've cleaned hundreds of them and hate it.
Oh, God.
But, yeah.
Bless it.
Oh, man. That's gross.
Chris, I need to be friends with you so we can talk at least once a week because I always laugh more when you're around. And I can't tell you how much I need it.
I just love that it's like, I love that it's things that all like, okay, the deer asshole maybe extreme, but I love that like blackberries grossed him out, like shucking corn.
You're not allowed to use that word.
Shuck. Robert is nasty. I agree. Whoa, wait. Bergoli.
Yes, I did see that.
Bergoli's butt plug?
No.
Yep.
No. Tracy said, did you see the Bigfoot statue? It may be further down.
I don't know. Bergoli's
She found a really cool tortoise statue. I love that Tracy's trying to get us back on a reptile post.
Yeah. Thanks, Tracy.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tracy. I don't know where it's at.
It's before that. Because that was your king snake.
That was really cool. I said the same thing.
It was before that.
I already looked. I scrolled down. I don't.
You must have passed
All right.
it.
You just explained what it is. Why am I looking for it?
She wanted to know if you saw it.
Well, obviously the answer is no. Or else I'd go, hey, I saw that. I did like, what was it? Oh, Travis posted a thing. It was that blackheads and womas do actually have heat pits, even though they don't appear to look like other carpets with their heat pits. They have these small ones in the labial scales.
I did not see
The
that
deer
one.
butt plug, Bigfoot head.
That's not what that says, James. She says the
Oh,
deer butt.
I've seen
Bigfoot
people sell.
head.
Those have been sold for years.
Oh, okay.
They take the
Yeah.
white-tailed deer and they flip the upside down so it has like a goatee and it
Yeah.
put eyes on it. And
When I used to work for a taxidermist years ago, they sold a whole kit for those. They called them the woolly booger.
yeah,
Because people hang that on their walls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the same people that make jackalopes, and that's why there's an entire generation of people that believe jackalopes are a real thing.
Yep.
Jackal. So if you remember America's Funniest Home Videos, there was the other one that Uncle Joey did. What was that one called? Remember
That was
there
AFV.
No.
Didn't he?
There
No,
was-
you're right.
There was another one. The other one that he did had a weekly thing. It was the Jackalope, and it was a jackrabbit where they put a small pair of antlers on its head, and so it was videos of the jackalope doing funny things, kind of like the Roadrunner, but it was a jackalope. And so now people and people make these and they put them on walls, and people believe that jackalopes are real. They're rabbits with antlers. And every time especially when I was taught at that little country school, I had to tell them they're not real.
I think it's Pixar does a short about a jackalope. It may not be Pixar. It's a very funny cartoon. That's all I can
But they're
think
not
of when
real.
you say that.
They're not real.
Woolly Booger is, I guess it's obviously it's a Southern term.
World's Funniest Videos was the name of that
World's
show.
Funniest. That's right. With Uncle Joey.
We had
Cut it out.
We had friends of the family that called my daddy Woolly Booger because he was so hairy.
That's weird.
No, like that was just his nickname.
It's so weird.
It's a Southern
Sweet
term.
chocolate Christ.
Oh, Rob also posted some pictures. Remember last week
Yes,
he told us a
Joe,
story.
we know.
He told us the story about the kid that was super excited to come and hold the
Yes.
giant snakes and all. Rob did post some pictures of that kid.
Yeah, that
Caleb.
snake is massive next to him.
Well, and he's holding like a tiger rat snake and something, like
Yeah.
a full grown tiger rat snake. And
I
then
know a
there
lot
was-
of grown men who won't even do that.
Yeah. There was also the spotted blackhead python that got posted. That was really cool looking. And then a bunch of other stuff.
You completely passed the blue tongue skinks.
They were into Chinese. Or not, they were Indonesian. I mean,
They're
so.
cool looking.
They're not Northerns. They don't count. Calm down.
I want blue tongue skink.
Look,
Josephine.
Josephine didn't cut it. Oh, I need my daughter to go to bed.
It's time for you to get ready for
Uh,
bed.
anyways, so everyone's quiet in the chat, other than Chris
Well,
being grossed out
One
by
of them's driving.
who's driving.
I think Nathaniel said he was driving.
You know, I never did our little banners across. I had all these banners that I wanted to use, and I haven't used
You
them.
had so much trouble.
So I'm gonna go ahead and announce our
Go
number.
ahead.
So no one in the chat say anything about our previous numbers. If you've been listening to our episodes, you know you have to keep up with all 4 numbers from our 4 podcasts in the month of March. And then our 5th podcast next week, we're going to announce the winner. So no one say anything about the numbers, but this week's number, I figure since it was a 1-on-1-on-1, this week's number will be number 3. So your number for this week for the Herpstat 1 thermostat is number 3. So if you message us all 4 of those numbers in order to the Reptile Gumbo Podcast Facebook, don't message to me or Katie or Robert because I'm just going to delete it. The Reptile Gumbo Podcast Facebook messenger, because I don't want a million people messaging my private Facebook.
And it might get lost.
That's true because
If
I
I'm
don't.
not
If they're not
friends
friends, you
with
don't see
you.
them. So all 4 of them in order, you will be put into the drawing. We're already starting to get them. Okay, so
Good
you'll be put into
job,
the drawing
guys.
for a Herpstat 1 thermostat, and I'm hoping that our guest next week will
Chris,
be able
what?
to wait. What? Chris is out there giving lottery numbers. Okay. Oh, Joe, we cannot do a live every week.
No, I'm too tired.
Mm.
I'll
I'm
tell
too
you,
good to make it through
the-
the
you-
recording.
the fact that you
Okay.
haven't seen Katie get up and do laundry or make dinner or anything else.
Look, I still have to be a mom and your
I know.
co-host.
I know that's what I'm saying. We can't do a live every week.
No,
Nathaniel said he sent his
this is
numbers
the.
in.
I got it. This is the
Yeah.
longest I've ever
Try
sat
again,
in this
Nathan.
chair.
Looking at all the
Oh
numbers.
yeah, Nathan's got to do his again.
Yeah. Suck it, Nathan.
Well, he said he thinks he got one.
Oh, just kidding.
Although it says Nathaniel on there and Nathan on here.
Or down here, Nathaniel. I just
Yeah.
think Nathaniel Rateliff. Anyways, anybody out there have any questions? Anything we want to talk about? Because if not, I went through everything. That's all I got. I'm not overly interesting this week. I did watch more of Primitive Predators. They're still working on their big crocodilian zoo setup and making more enclosures. I really want to get those guys on here at some point.
You know what we need to do, and you guys are here for that week? We need to go to crocodile encounter. It's 5 miles down the road, and it's the largest crocodile. I don't want to say farm, but whatever it is in the United States, and it's 5 miles from my house, and I've never been there.
Can't be bigger than St. Augustine. St. Augustine is pretty amazing.
St. Augustine has all 23 species of crocodile.
I think they're up to 27 now. They'd split up some.
Okay.
That's their claim on their website, so who knows? It is Texas. We do everything big in Texas.
Right. That's right. Randy said he wasn't sure about some of them, so he had to listen to Chris Eaton's podcast twice. Hey, listening to Chris's podcast twice is pretty good.
I've had my coworkers listen to that podcast. They said they literally cried laughing for 2 hours. It was the greatest thing they've ever done.
So Chris had his what am I trying to think of? The Zoom call. He does 2 Zoom calls a month live, and you get on there with a bunch of breeders. And he had this last Sunday, and I got on there. Very interesting conversations happen on those.
We didn't get home till like 9:30 Sunday night.
You missed out. He had Justin Kabilka in there.
I don't know what I was expecting
From Justin Kabilka?
but he's a lot younger than I thought. The way that you guys talk about him and the way that he is almost revered in conversation.
Well, no, because
I imagined him as this like 60-something-year-old man.
No, because when he got into the hobby, he went full.
He's not.
He went full in.
He's adorable.
He was at Tinley.
Have I met him?
No.
Okay then.
Because the line in front of his table at Tinley is like 5 people deep.
Oh.
When am I getting venomous?
Not anytime soon.
We've got some plans in the future where I'll probably end up with some venomous. Between me and Robert and Katie, and we've talked. There's things in the happening in the future. Oh yeah, you like my coat? This was actually
that's a vacation shirt.
Yeah, my vacation shirt. When we went on a cruise, I bought a bunch of shirts to wear on the cruise, and this one would normally make someone look really douchey, but I didn't care. I liked it. I'm going to watch Tracy should definitely get on the next Zoom call for when Chris Eaton does them, because it's not if you want to talk reptiles. It was very weird because there was actual ball python talk while Justin was in there, and then when he left, it became a free for all for everything else.
Was Caleb in there again?
Caleb wasn't. Only Caleb needs attention, so he was in there.
Okay, we need to get him on here.
Oh no,
Chris, but why would we go there?
What?
Chris has an issue.
Just one?
Chris has an issue that you talk about things that you're pulling up on your computer and your listeners cannot see. He brought this up on our podcast last week.
But everything is on our podcast discussion page, and if they're on there, they'll see them.
But he wasn't going to get any from me anyway, so what does it matter?
Did you see your daughter's comment just now?
Yes, we're choosing to ignore that because I've already texted her and told her to get ready for
No,
bed.
Joe, you can't have Chameleon. Go get ready for bed. Terrence, as a guy, adorable is disrespectful. If she says you're adorable, you're not getting any. You just got to work a little harder, I guess. I'll tell you. Nathaniel, I agree. Pygmies are awesome. I like them. I don't know if I'd ever own one though, because I want a gaboon. I really want a gaboon, and a big ass like Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake.
Why?
Because they get like 8 foot long, massive, huge head.
Tell me there's not a non-venomous snake that you could get that's equally as massive.
But it's not an Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. They're a really cool looking snake.
Okay.
You need to be on somebody else's podcast. You know what?
Does that mean that I no longer have to be on the podcast?
You mean the podcast you asked to be on?
Tuesday? I didn't realize it was such a time commitment when I agreed to be on it. I'm tired.
Tough doo-doo.
I'm old and I go to bed early.
How are you old? Robert's old.
Robert's gonna go to bed early.
It's a fact.
Oh,
Robert doesn't sleep much.
Robert's up making cages. All right, now, actually, Robert now when he gets home doesn't make cages at home because he does it all at his new shop.
Mm-hmm.
His fancy shop.
Yep, it's all pretty much organized too. We bought a bunch of new shelving and got it all set up, and it looks nice.
Okay,
Chris.
No. Just wait.
What?
Just wait.
No.
So, Chris, I would like to apologize because I feel like a tangent is coming.
Not really.
Okay, go.
I was going to say that that I would not have a snake that could kill my kid because it would be in one of Joe Challoner's cages.
This is true.
It would be locked up and safe.
It would be. Bless you.
No one wanted to talk while I was sneezing? You're all just waiting for me to sneeze? Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I won't. We've talked about it. Logan really wants him, but he's too brave. And
Joe's not.
yeah,
Is not.
yeah.
I've
Joe
worked
Challoner's
with
already
him.
offered to let him come up when he's 16 and spend the summer with him and mentor him. And I said, more power to you when you're 16.
I've worked with them, and I've had to be hands on with certain ones, and I still wouldn't do it just by fun.
Nathaniel, would you like to take a guess at our age?
Why do you say it like that?
Because I'm very interested to see what he says. I look much older than I feel at the moment.
See, Joe is disrespectful. He locked his wife in a cage.
He did.
It's true. I didn't see that video.
I think that was at Colorado.
I forgot about that.
Granted, she's 3 foot tall, and that's a 6 foot
She
cage.
is not.
Yeah.
My bad. 3'2". Although Joe's about 3'5", so
There you go. I love it.
waiting for Nathaniel to guess her age. Just to guess our age game.
Oh, I don't know that I want him to. guess
Robert's
my
got the
age.
Father Time beard, so
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
thinking about coloring my hair. Let's just.
But I've had this. It's been like this since I was like 35.
I've had gray hair.
so now you know that Robert's not 35.
No, add a few years to that.
I've had gray hair since I was 2.
Darren says they can't own them in New Jersey. There's a lot of stuff. Y'all can't own corn snakes in New Jersey, I don't think, unless they're albinos. Isn't that New Jersey where you can't own a corn snake unless it's an albino?
Anything new happening in U.S. art?
What are you do? Who is rocking in a chair at Robert's house? There's a ghost or something rocking back and forth in a chair at Robert's house. What were you
Is there
saying?
anything new with U.S. art going on? I'm a member. I'm officially a member.
That is true. You'll get your shirt at some point. They said the new shirts were in, so they should be shipping out soon.
I know. I'm excited.
I haven't kept up. I mean, I know they're still fighting the Lasiac stuff,
Mhm.
which is ridiculous. We shouldn't have to fight that again. But they are trying to fight the Lasiac so that we can ship large snakes across state lines, or just carry them. Like, luckily, if it takes a year, I think, from the date that if they do pass it. So if you move within that year, you can take your snakes with you. But like if you move,
Damn.
fuck you, Chris. Fuck you,
Oh
Chris.
man, I love him even more. The more we talk to him.
You mean the guy that you say cusses too much on his podcast
Yeah.
and then turn it off in the
I'm
Yeah,
car?
not-
that was before
know
she got to
him.
know him.
And now my opinion has changed. And I never thought badly of him. I just thought he cussed a little too much to listen to him in the car with our, at the time, 8-year-old.
I thought badly. No, I didn't.
Oh, Lord.
Robert's 38. I'm 34, and
Nope.
Katie's 24. You think that I have somebody 10 years younger than me? I keep saying I'm going to trade you in for a new model,
My birthday, yeah, right.
but I don't want to
my-
train a new model.
My birthday is in Conroe. My hip is cramping.
Her hip's cramping. She's not 24.
My birthday was 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago at the College Station show, and I turned 41.
When James turned 36,
I'm a year older than you.
James turned 36 at the January Conroe show. I turned 35 at the June Conroe show.
You're old.
Shut up.
So Nathaniel's like, no corn snake or any native non-venomous snake. Yeah, we all know Georgia's laws suck.
Yeah.
Chris, are we all younger than you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we talked about that last week.
Chris is old.
I remember. I've slept since then.
Chris is 47. God. Close to 50, man. It's almost over, man. That's
Thanks.
Damn.
That's not okay. That's unacceptable.
47 has
47
been,
is the- So is 41, Chris, I promise.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm looking forward to when is the Conroe show? That is not soon enough.
Really?
I know that
It is the Conroe
It's your
show,
birthday, June
James.
12th. June 12th.
we decided this weekend that we're never buying a 2-story house again. Because
Yeah.
as we're getting older, it sucks.
Bergoli, is your birthday? Is your birthday, Conroe? Because that would be cool.
Why?
Because we could be birthday twins.
What?
Yes, that's how that works.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
It's not a
I
thing.
just made it a thing.
Turn-
Oh no. We're not.
The
birthday
27th. That's not even.
twins.
That's not even close, Bergoli.
Sad day.
The 27th. That's like 2 weeks after Conroe. Someone
Close
needs to buy a
enough.
calendar.
Slidell, we're celebrating Gina's birthday.
I'm just celebrating selling stuff. Y'all can celebrate birthdays all you
make
want.
Cake.
Robert's got to celebrate making racks.
I like cake.
Robert, how many racks did you make this week?
None.
How many racks did your people make this week?
None.
Really?
CNC machine's broken.
Oh,
It's fixed now. I got fixed about 2 hours ago. And so we'll be shitting and getting tomorrow. So the Amarillo show, Bergoli, that's your birthday, right? The 27th, is that what he said? Yeah.
Are
yeah.
we going to Amarillo?
Or maybe.
You're supposed to be.
Okay,
Then-
did we
then
sign
yes.
up for that?
You did.
Is that the one where we have to drive halfway to Dallas and then drive to Amarillo? Isn't that where Amarillo is? It's like 5 hours.
12-hour drive.
It's like 5 hours on the other side of Dallas.
Yes. Yes. It is.
Yeah.
It's 11
Thanks.
hours for me.
James wants to make it.
Do pancakes taste different when you use dinosaur eggs?
Sure. Where do
But you know who has zero sympathy for us and our little 10-hour drives is Joe
Is
Challenger.
Joe? He chooses to drive all the way down to Texas. That's his fault.
Or Tracy. Tracy now, too. She drives those crazy drives.
I was thinking about Debbie. I miss Debbie.
Yeah.
They all, well, Debbie, but Tracy, they moved. It's her fault. They moved.
It's not her fault.
It's Chris's fault. They moved to Colorado.
Yes.
Tracy's getting a tattoo. What are you getting a tattoo of, Tracy?
Amarillo is 10 hours from here.
Yeah, it's 5 hours to Dallas and then 5 hours
Are
to
we really
Amarillo.
going to make that in 2 days?
Yeah, and that's
Why
during
not
that's during the
really
summer.
Oh. Okay.
So we can take however long we want
I
to.
thought we were just going to drive it in a day.
I thought we'd stop. We have friends in Dallas. We'll stop and visit people in Dallas, and maybe we'll go to the DFW Herpetarium.
So, Chris, I always like to tell people that Houston is an hour away from Houston.
Yep.
So, to go anywhere in Texas is 4 hours minimum. I mean, I love 4-hour shows because I can get home before midnight when the show's over.
Yeah. Yeah, the Temple show is going to be our longest drive to this point for a show that we're
It's
working.
only 3 hours for me.
I don't
It'll
know
be
about that trip.
5 hours for us, I think.
I think it might actually be closer to 5.5.
All right, Tracy said a day of the day tortoise.
Or is that supposed to be a Day of the Dead tortoise?
How would a day of the dead tortoise be?
I don't know.
I don't know what a day of the day. Are we having like a new thing? It's a day of the day tortoise. Today's tortoise is the, and then we just.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What have we not done in a
We
while?
have not done Google's Animal of the Day.
Oh, on our,
If you have a Google Dot, you can ask it what the animal of the day is.
and
it will
sometimes
tell
it's
you.
wrong. Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes the facts are not
correct.
overly factual.
That's when I'm back.
Where are you going? Oh, Corpus Christi is a 24-hour drive without stopping for gas for Joe Challoner. Why do you go, Joe? Do you actually go to the Corpus show? I've never been to the Corpus show. I guess once I move, I'll start going to the Corpus show because that's only like 4 hours, I think.
3.5.
3.5, even better.
So from my house, like Porpoise, Temple, Bryan College Station, Austin, Beaumont, Conroe, they're all within 4 hours.
Yeah, Conroe's
the
only
one-
an hour.
What's the one we did? Longview is like 3.5, almost 4 hours. Yeah, Conroe's an hour, Beaumont's an hour, College Station's an hour and a half.
I love
So
it.
those three
Chris Eaton says White Plains is 12 minutes from him and he won't make the drive.
I probably
think-
wouldn't drive to them if it wasn't how I made my living.
I love shows. I'd go to all of them. I started selling dry goods stuff just so I could afford to go to shows when I didn't have animals to sell.
Yeah, Bergoli's house is, I know it's like 21 minutes from Conroe because we went to his house from the show.
Got there before they did.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Almost got ran over on the street.
Yeah, well, Stafford's the same for you. Stafford is right down
Oh
the
yeah,
road.
Stafford's 20 minutes. Yeah. I forgot about Stafford. I sleep in my own bed for that show.
Yeah, I am when we move, I am gonna miss being close to the New Orleans and Slidell shows.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that drive to Slidell because it's like a 7-hour drive, and it took me 11 hours last time.
Was that the trip where everybody hit traffic on I-10?
Everybody hit traffic on I-10. It was right after the hurricanes, and everything was screwed up. And Louisiana, the highways in Louisiana are in top-notch shape.
Oh God. Yeah, if anybody ever wants to appreciate their roads, just drive through Louisiana.
No, you come drive through the city of Houston. They're just as bad.
Darren, you need to come to a show down here because I just don't think the shows up north are as good. I've never been to one, so obviously I am talking out my ass here. But they're one-day shows, which down here I don't know. Why? Like a one-day show does nothing for me.
Is Tracy coming to Temple?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
No?
okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, she is coming to Temple. That's because it's the last time we see each other for a while. For Stafford, Conroe, I don't know. Colorado has y'all don't have roads in Colorado, right? It's just dirt roads on mountains, horses, wagon wheels.
They have legal weed, so they can do whatever they want.
That's
Nobody
true.
cares.
You don't care what the road's like.
Yeah, everybody's just super relaxed.
All right, so I got to ask some questions after we get off here because there was stuff posted about something that happened a couple weeks ago at a show, and I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna need somebody to fill me in at some point on what happened.
It's hot in your room.
It's not. It's a reptile room. What did you expect? Oh, so things are going on. I am bringing my rubber boas out of brumation probably tonight. I've been raising the temperatures for the last week, and they'll finally come out to room temperature tonight. And then they're gonna go in. I got a new rack, so they'll probably go in my new rack that I got from somebody.
Finally.
Finally,
it's been sitting. I've been looking at it for like 6 months.
Well, yeah. So I'm excited. It's now. I went out and I bought my furniture dolly, and I bought a piece of plywood, and I made a thing for just like I do all my other racks that go on. They go on those furniture dollies, so I can move them around my room.
Yeah, like those screws that are in that one. I haven't used those screws in like 6 months. I switched to those black screws at least 6 months ago.
Yeah, that works for me.
You still don't have your rack, McGurley? It's still at Sean's house?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's the one that's right. Tracy had to deliver to Sean's house.
And then they forgot about it Saturday night and had to unload it Sunday morning.
So I realized we did leave one thing out that we have not brought up. It's going to be a bummer. So I'm just going to bring everything down for a minute and then we'll bring it back up for a minute. So last Friday I came home and I've mentioned this snake a lot on the podcast. My rainbow boa Ozzy that I had. He's my first snake I got. I got him in 2003. This was the year I graduated high school. So, bless you.
I'm sorry.
But I came home to a smell. And if anybody's ever had an animal die, especially under the heat, which is where he was in his tub underneath the heat, you know that smell. And I don't even know why, but it was the first cage I went to was his. And I found him dead. And that was, it was rough. I was good. I say good. I was fine until Katie called and I had to say his name. Once I said his name, I broke down. And so I don't mind saying a big old baby about that one because I knew I was going to be. I love that snake. And if I wasn't such a titty baby when it comes to pain, I'd have them tattooed on my arm already. Plus, they're expensive as hell to get like lifelike big size snake tattoo on your arm. But
yeah, Katie texted me Friday when she was on her way home from work and told me.
Yeah.
And I just decided I'll let you have the evening before I said anything. That's why I messaged you Saturday. I want to say Saturday morning, but it was actually like Saturday noon, and your ass was still asleep.
Oh yeah.
So
when I left the house, he was getting pancakes, and the bank closes at 1, and I left the house at 12:45 to get to the bank. So
I feel like y'all are judging me for waking up late on my day off.
absolutely.
Fuck y'all. My snake died. Leave me alone.
Oh my goodness. So we are hoping.
I am hoping
that the female Hope
is pregnant. They did hook up earlier this year, but they have like a 5 to 6 month pregnancy.
Yeah.
I have seen her laying weird underneath the heat, so that is a positive. and so I'm hoping that I can get just one baby from him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
It would be, yeah.
it sucks. And I posted on my personal Facebook page, and I had a lot of people. And it's funny, and I kind of said, I know because a lot of people on my personal Facebook page are not reptile people, and I told them, I know it may be hard for a lot of people to understand getting attached to a snake, but I was very impressed. Most people understood. I mean, they understand it's they're attached to their dog, their cat, and a lot of us are the same way with many of our reptiles, which always gets me like, why do you like snakes? It's not like a dog or a cat. Well, fuck you. It's not like a dog or a cat to you.
My sweet friend felt bad for you, but said she could not bring herself to look at his picture.
I love that picture. I took that picture. I don't even know when that was. 2006 or so. He was young then.
It was before us.
Yeah, before us. Oh,
God,
those were the
that was a long
days.
time ago.
So that had to be like 2000.
That was like 2004.
So no, it had to be. It had to be
I
after
bet the years on
that picture. Yeah, because it's an actual. So
an
like,
actual
it's.
photograph.
I had to take a still shot up with my phone of an actual film picture because that's how long I've had him.
Chris Eaton. Sorry.
Chris Eaton's a dick.
Oh my God.
But yeah, my only real pictures of Ozzy are film pictures because didn't have camera phone back then.
So it was probably 2004.
No, but he was bigger. Because he was it had to be 2005. No, I know we were together. I remember that house.
So it was 2005, the end of 2005.
I remember you being at that house with me.
Do you remember? Because I sure don't.
I remember things that we did at that house. Anyways.
Hey now.
All right then. So are there? This is something I feel like we should come up with.
What?
Oh, we have to do the bingo.
Oh, yeah. Can you get on one
Sorry.
thought and stick with it?
We should come up with, how like typically people get married and you have different anniversaries and you get different types of gifts or whatever. Like 1 year it's supposed to be.
Where are you going with this?
We should do an equivalency for reptiles. Like something reptile related. Like when you've been together for 5 years, you get this. When you've been together 10 years.
You mean
get
with
this.
your reptile or
you
the person?
get all the details worked out and then tell us about it and we'll help you take credit.
I'm sure you will.
I'm confused on what
So
the idea
I
is.
vote that when you've been married for 12 years, you buy your wife the Lizard of Choice.
Is it coming up on 12 years?
August.
Well, no, I don't know. And since I'm disrespectful, my vote counts twice.
You're such a punk.
Oh, then yeah, but you want you want a red-eyed crocodile skink.
I want a blue tongue skink.
I want a blue
I
tongue
want
skink.
a red-eyed crocodile skink.
No one wants a green iguana. Shush.
Oh no.
I don't even know who that is. It just says Facebook user. I don't know who it is. So I don't sound like a dick to a random person. It could be Kelly. I
I
don't know.
might say it might be Kelly. Kelly normally shows up as
Darren, I couldn't wait 12 years for a pet. It does drag on after a while.
Oh, shut up.
Oh. Anyways, our bingo. Yeah, we got to get our bingo cards together for the Temple show.
I thought we were doing it at Beaumont.
Do you want to do Beaumont? But we're going to be at Temple.
Oh, that's right. We had originally said Beaumont because we weren't going to be at.
Because we're going to play Reptile Show Bingo.
We are.
I got to go back and find that post and get all the different ideas that everybody had for Reptile Show Bingo.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Oh, it's to all the weird ass people at Reptile Show Bingo.
I'll tell you what. At that last show, that was a different crowd. I think it was because there was a rodeo in the same building, and a lot of those people came in to see what we had. But they were even buying stuff. It was not the normal people that I'm used to seeing at a reptile show.
All right, Chris Eaton, have you ever been to a rodeo? And I'm going to go with the answer is no because the smell of shit would probably make him throw up. But I'm just imagining I want to go to a rodeo with Chris. I want to go to watch the whole thing. He's throwing up right now at the thought of it. That's why he's not typing. The idea of just horse shit everywhere. Wait, what? Chris, have you been to a rodeo? You do know what a rodeo is, right?
Yeah, because Miguel and JT and a bunch of them at Arlington
That's
last
right.
year went bull riding, so I'm sure you saw the videos.
Tracy, I am not dressing up as Reptile Show people. I try my hardest to not look like them.
Negative.
We're all just gonna wear shorts where our asses hang out the back of it.
No, we
Billy
are not.
Bob's.
Some of us have
Billy Bob's is a rodeo.
respect for ourselves.
So I don't know what Billy Bob's is.
It is a huge bar up in Fort Worth that has an indoor rodeo arena inside the bar.
That's cool.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
even had a rodeo girl ask to photograph her with her horses. Oh, I bet he did.
I photographed people with their snakes before.
Yes, you did.
That was a fun photo shoot.
Yeah, anytime you get naked chicks with snakes, it's always fun.
I need to get back into photography. It's been a minute.
Can't afford a camera. They're too expensive now.
They really are.
They never see. So he's been there, but he never actually got to see a rodeo.
Robert, are you all right?
I'm just worn out,
You're
tired.
like squinting at the screen.
my contacts are so dry
Oh no.
that I can barely see, and I don't have any glasses that work.
So what is
So-
the pollen situation like where you are?
It looked like the smog today. Like
Ugh,
when I was on an overpass earlier,
it's
and I kind of looked off to the left, it looked like it was smoggy, but it's
Wait,
not. It's
wait.
pollen.
Wait. Chris Eaton said he's owned several draft horses. I need to know, Chris, though, did you ever take care of the horse, or did you just
No, he
own the
paid somebody
horses?
to do that for him.
Because I can't imagine you in air horse shit, or having to feed a horse, or seeing a horse,
That calendar photo shoot for snakes,
which still hasn't come out yet. For
that was
Herps,
something. That was something.
the Herps calendar shoot. That's got to come out at some point. Robert, you weren't there for the Herps calendar shoot, were you?
No, it was before me. I've heard about it.
Oh.
There are some pictures of. It's
I will
interesting.
never be able to get John Grant out of my head in those shorts.
I can. Sorry, out of my head.
I'm
no.
glad I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Callie Grant must have us.
It
You
was
know.
the girlfriend's dumb idea.
What?
You're allergic to horses,
He's
but
never-
you owned them.
You never even touched them. That seems about right, Chris. I imagine you not. I imagine they could have pointed at any random ass horse and told them that's the one you own, and Chris goes, oh, "Okay." And it may
Oh man,
not-
James. Too bad you're not here the week before that you're going to be here. We could go to Billy Bob's and see Hank Williams Jr. He's playing there on the 2nd.
He sounds Hank Williams Jr. or the third?
Junior, not the 3rd. Junior, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. The third sounds like Hank Williams. Have you ever listened to him?
Oh yeah.
He sounds like his grandfather. Now that we're not talking about anything reptile related whatsoever. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything else going on in my reptile room lately. Oh, I moved my ball pythons. Oh, God, it still makes me sick to say it. I moved them out of quarantine. They're now in my
They're
snake
in
room.
his snake room now.
They're not in your craft room anymore, huh?
You know
They're
what's
racked
you know what's
on.
sad is I think I own the same amount of ball pythons as Chris Eaton.
That's not sad.
It is for me. Although I guarantee Chris owns more female ball pythons than I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
if he-
just because you haven't bought any yet, you're going
Because
to.
if Chris owns more than one, he's got me beat. Yeah, Chris, I'm at 8. I have 8 ball pythons. I luckily can still say though, for now, that I've never bought a ball python. You have 7 females and 1 male. Damn.
Yeah, I like what Chris said. Horses are the gift that keeps on taking. That's true. Horses and boats. The best day about owning a horse and a boat is the first day and the last day. Always.
That seems way more depressing if it's the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah,
the,
I
la-
guess so.
the boat, you can be like, oh no, we sold it. The horse, like,
Yikes.
no, it died.
No, you sell horses too.
Like, I'm sure Chris sold because he probably doesn't even know which ones he sold. Chris had 700 ball pythons 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember. We were talking on Chris's Zoom call about someone having, was it 10,000? No, 5,000 clutches this year of ball pythons.
5,000 clutches.
Not eggs. It was clutches. And I remember thinking, that's 5,000 females that have to go, which means that's not even all the females they own, because I'm sure they're not breeding every female that year.
That number sounds a little high, but it could be. There's some
Maybe it
huge facilities out there.
It was Wilbanks.
Yep, that makes sense. I was going to say the only person that I could think of that would have that many would be Mike Wilbanks.
He's on the next episode of Snakes. I'll have to listen to that because that's insane. Like 5,000 eggs is crazy, but then you think 5,000 clutches, and if you just think minimum 3 eggs per clutch, you're talking 15,000 eggs, and it's not going to be 3 eggs per clutch. You're going to get 6 eggs and 7 eggs. It's like it's going to be close to 30, 40,000 eggs. So I cannot imagine that. And someone said that then the other night, and I'm like, that's way too many ball pythons. That's way too many snakes in general. But then they said he also supplies retail, and I didn't. So that's where a lot of retail ball pythons apparently come from.
Well, and he's not one man in there cleaning snake shit.
Oh yeah, I don't. Do you think he actually does it still? I think at that point I'm not cleaning snake shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be on the next episode of Snakes and Fat.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Way to play on your phone there.
I was making sure that our kid's getting ready for bed. I walked back there and kicked her off of YouTube.
You kicked our kid.
Off of YouTube.
That's messed up.
I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I messaged you, told you to get ready for bed 30 minutes ago.
Oh, Darren, I'm sure he'll sell out of all those babies before the end of the year. But that's still a shit ton of babies. I mean, at that point, you have incubator rooms, like walk-in rooms that you're just eating the whole room. So, anyways.
Yeah, when you're producing on that level, all of your byproduct is going wholesale. So, yeah he's selling a lot of those.
Yeah, you'll never see wholesale. Him sell a normal-looking het. All the normal-looking hets are at PetSmart or Petco or whatever pet store he's selling them to. Which is why I always say when you go to PetSmart and you buy a ball python, it's not a normal ball python because no one's producing normal ball pythons. So it's definitely had something.
Well, not necessarily because you know, I mean, you get normals out of things that aren't recessives. So
yeah, but I gotta figure
it's still just a normal.
There's a good. It's like when you buy a Samboa. There's a good chance there's anery in there.
Yeah, that's true.
When you buy a ball python, there's a good chance that there's like albino or something, or maybe pied, because that's a very common one.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Petco and buy, or PetSmart and buy a fancy ball python.
Yeah. Or a fancy bearded dragon, or a fancy leopard gecko.
I love the marketing there. Just call it fancy and charge $30 more for the ball python.
I knew the minute we started talking about genetics, Chris was going to be like, "Shut the fuck up." There it is. That was all. We're done.
That's it. That's all. I'm done talking about ball pythons. That's it. Fuck ball pythons. Anybody that owns them. As I stare at my ball pythons.
Oh, is this where they are?
Yeah.
I didn't even know where they were in the room.
They're right there.
I really should be more involved.
I hear you saying that, but I know that's not going to turn into anything. It's not. I really should do more than nothing.
No.
Hey, today's Dave Coffin's birthday.
Happy birthday, Dave Coffin.
It's my older sister's birthday too. They sure.
You think you would have told me that earlier than me finding out about Dave Coffin's birthday?
Why you knew it was her birthday?
Why would I know it's her birthday?
It was in the chat.
I don't read your family's chat.
Oh,
they just start talking, and it's on silent.
Frilled dragons would be cool.
Frilled dragons would be cool, Chris. The only problem is like
you don't see them frill.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Like everybody wants to see the frill, but you're not going to see the frill. Mm-mm. But they are a cool. They are a cool looking lizard, but they look a lot to me. They look a lot like. I know they're not, but they look a lot like Australian water dragons. Just a gray version of an Australian water dragon. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They're cool. I guess it's cool to see you have them. But then you're always gonna have people going, make it frill.
Right.
And then you're gonna want to punch people in the face all the time.
So our 5th graders are learning about consumers and food chains and things like that in science right now. And so they're trying to tie in our animals in the class. I don't teach science. There's another teacher in there that teaches science. But I told him, I said, you're welcome to use any of the animals you'd like for any of your lessons.
Although 2 of the animals are at this house and never made their way back to school.
Well, the one's not, and the bearded dragon, the kids ask about her all the time, but that tank is just such
Yeah,
a
40-gallon tank.
beast
She's a pain in the
to
butt to carry back
move.
and forth.
It takes both of us to haul it upstairs because we don't have an elevator at my school. Yes, kid
Chris-
talk.
Chris hates 2 things: talking about genetics and kids. He hates kids more than genetics,
And fresh fruits and vegetables.
and shitting off the sides of boats. Chris pretty much hates everything. That's why is he even here? Chris, why
We're
are you even here?
entertaining.
I love
And
it
I'm
when he
cute.
asks somebody if they have kids, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I have 2," and he goes, "Gross."
That's fine.
That
Chris
shit makes me laugh every time.
Chris is gonna have to find somebody to put him in the good home when he gets old, and I just went ahead and produced
He's
my
got
person.
a list of 12,
12 kids that he likes. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
they like him back that
but
much.
they might be one of his. You've got to assume your kid's gonna like you enough to do that for you. You keep taking pictures of her under road signs, and it's not gonna happen.
I did. I took a picture of my daughter.
So we took our dog for a walk yesterday
Oh.
around the block. We got our new harness, so much better now. So there is a slow children sign on our street.
So I took a picture of her next to it.
But she didn't realize what the sign said.
She did. She pointed it out.
Oh, okay.
That's how I knew it was there. And then she did not look very happy about taking a picture.
That face was definitely in.
I love it.
I'm
Katie's like,
not
you didn't
putting
have to
you
take
in a
that picture. And she goes, yes, I did. Daddy told me to. I was like,
I was like,
exactly.
you didn't have to do it.
Oh, slow children.
This was the same kid though that you guys were like walking down a path into the woods
And saw spiders
she
and
saw
ran back.
spiders and was like, "Nope, I'm done." There were like 4 spiders on the path.
Anyways, all right. I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting
Yeah.
tired.
And
You're
everybody
having leftovers.
and everybody quit talking. There's 12 people that are
So-
just watching us, creepers, just sitting there.
No. One of them's driving. He's not a creeper.
Still a creeper.
No.
Just sitting there watching us, and they're probably all in their underwear.
No.
Chris eating his, for sure.
Oh my god.
Chris sitting at that desk in his underwear,
What?
eating Cheetos.
Why Cheetos?
Oh,
It's an old
Oh,
joke,
we
Katie.
have cheese balls.
Oh, jeez, that was a little bit too much excitement for that.
that was way too much excitement for cheese balls.
Oh, y'all suck.
Ooh, cheese balls.
Look, I've eaten my bowl of Cheerios, and now I'm gonna move on to cheese balls.
Oh man, everybody talked all of a sudden.
Ah,
Anyone who is fighting anti-reptile right legislation and voted Democrat only has them saying, there we go. And we're not getting political. Stop that. No, because it's not all Democrats. Because what's his face in he's a Republican.
what's his face?
Isn't Rubio a Republican? No, yeah. And Robert's just staring at the screen.
Yeah, sorry.
Rubio's a Republican, so you can't say he's
No,
Democrat.
Rubio is a rhino. He's not a. He's a whoever puts the most money in his pocket.
I was just gonna say, is he a whoever passes up enough cash?
At this point, if you vote for either, I don't want to get into politics. No, we're stop. I'm gonna stop. Nope. Moving backwards.
Yeah, I'd rather go talk about ball python genetics than
Why
than
did-
politics.
Why did Darren Watson say? Oh wait, Joe is in
No.
no shirt,
Oh,
and Darren Watson said or thongs. So Darren Watson's
No.
wearing a thong.
no, that could be flip flops.
I don't think he's talking about flip
It
flops.
could be flip flops.
I think he's talking about.
That is my flip flop shoe of choice.
I think he's talking about ass floss
Why did you just call it that?
because that's what it is.
Oh my god.
So now you picture.
So Robert, if people want to get a hold of you, I'm done. I'm starting to fall asleep. My butt is asleep in this chair.
Yeah, again, not 24.
My hip is gonna get out on me when I
Well,
get up.
for now, it will be lsreptileracks.com, but there's going to be some changes coming soon. Not quite ready to announce what they are yet, but there's going to be some changes coming very soon to my entire business. Nothing bad, I'm not going away or anything like that. Just making some adjustments, I guess
There
we'll
you
say. So lsreptileracks.com, Lone Star Reptile Racks on Facebook and Instagram.
Very cool. And James, if people want to get a hold of you,
Simply _serpents on Instagram and Simply Serpents on Facebook if you want to see my awesome memes that seem to upset people. And you can find us at the Reptile Gumbo Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and at gmail.com. I definitely want to do this once a month. It also gives me once a month. I don't have to try and find somebody to have on here.
Look, sometimes Robert and I find people.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes. I think I have someone lined up for next week.
Cool.
If they can find good internet. Because they don't have it. They don't have internet.
Don't forget about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was also supposed to mention Simply Bio on Facebook as well. Thanks, Tracy. I never mentioned Simply Bio. My bad. Simply Bio, because that helps when people buy that stuff at shows. Helps pay for my shows, so I can go to shows. Don't forget to message us the 4 numbers we've given you over the last 4 podcasts to be entered into our drawing for the Herbstat 1 thermostat from Grant Family Exotics, which is John and Callie Grant.
Did you not say so much?
I'm trying to figure out why Joe put John Grant. I guess he just wanted to say John Grant. He felt left out because no one said John Grant.
That's why right there.
I'm going to start saying Callie Grant because she feels left out.
I feel like we leave her out. James leaves her out.
And let's just be real. She's the brains of the operation.
No.
That's not saying much. I've met JT. He's gonna listen to this, and hopefully we'll get him on here again if they have internet in Oklahoma. I don't even know if they have internet in Oklahoma.
I think
Especially
they still use smoke signals.
Oh, we're so mean.
But that's all I got. Thank y'all for watching. This will be posted on our YouTube channel. So go over there, subscribe. I'm gonna be this little annoying YouTube.
Oh my
and
gosh.
hit the bell icon so that you know when we go live and when we post new videos, yada yada
Of
yada.
course, my students will never find me on YouTube.
That would be interesting.
I can no longer do this podcast if we're going to do live YouTube videos.
Nope, you still got to. Feel free to go donate to our Patreon because as soon as we don't have a sponsor for that month's giveaway, that money is going to be used to buy something to give y'all. Because our goal is every month to give you something. So this month I'm jealous because I still want the thermostat. But that's it.
Smash that like button.
And smash that like button. Thanks, Jeff. Smash
Chris.
that like
Love
button.
you, Chris.
What they said, Chris. All right.
Oh.
Bye, everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.